Welcome to yet another video, Dr. RS and you, on science of cosmetics and personal care products. Today we are in part 65. In the skin care, we will go through moisturizers, skin moisturizers. Now, to understand skin moisturizer products fully, you have to go through all these chapters. Part 3, skin structure and functions. Part 4, common problems associated with skin. And Part 5, skin moisturization. And all the building blocks to make a product, right? That also you have to go through. Then Part 23, building block, actives for skin moisturization. That also you should go through. Then product development, preparation of emulsions, vanishing cream, cold creams and skin creams. Preparation of skin creams, various formulations have been discussed there. So, before going into the making a moisturizer, you have to be thorough of all these things. You have to just go through these videos, understand these videos before understanding the moisturizer. Now, how I am going to discuss the moisturizer is take some marketed product and discuss the ingredients on the label of those marketed products and discuss the formulation of a moisturizer through that. Right? So, these are the parts which YouTube, part 3, part 4, all these things you have to just go through before understanding the formulations, right? So, this is a moisturizer in the market which contains dicaprylyl ether, of course water, glycerin, capric triglyceride, stearic acid. See here, this is an emollient, humectant, emollient, stearic acid. Stearic acid is again an emollient. Avena sativa oat kernel flour. This conditions the skin. This is the active in this product. Cetyl alcohol, cetostearyl alcohol. It's an emollient and secondary emulsifiers. Phenoxyethanol, preservative. Dimethicone, emollient. Caprylyl glycol. See, it's already it's discussed as an emollient, but it has preservative properties also. It enhances the preservative efficacy. Caprylyl glycol. Then carbomer. It's a rheological additive. Citrate 20 is the emulsifier. Citrate 20 is the emulsifier. Sodium hydroxide, right? We have to see the level of sodium hydroxide, right? Level of sodium hydroxide can be one to neutralize this carbomer and also to neutralize stearic acid to form soap, which will be an additional emulsifier in this product, right? Then chlorphenicin is a preservative. Sodium citrate, citric acid buffer. Sodium citrate, citric acid buffer. So this product basically composed of humectants and emollients with sodium stearate soap and citrate 20 as emulsifiers and carbomer as rheological additive and oat kernel flour as the active, right? So this is one moisturizer in the market. It contains glycerin, hydrogenated polyisobutene, emollient, humectant, citryl alcohol and citrate 20. This combination is an emulsifier, right? Refined macadamia nut oil, it's the active, no, it contains polyunsaturated fatty acids, so it nourishes the skin. Cetostearyl alcohol, secondary emulsifier. Dimethicone, emollient. Tocopherol acetate, vitamin E acetate, so it's a skin conditioner. Benzyl alcohol, preservative. Sorbic acid, preservative. Stearoxy, trimethylsilane and stearyl alcohol is a skin conditioner. It's a skin conditioner. Okay. Then dexapanthenol, again a skin conditioner. Farnesol has a mild antibacterial action. Farnesol. Acrylate, C30 alkyl acrylate. This is a polymeric emulsifier. And sodium hydroxide to neutralize sodium hydroxide to adjust the pH. Right? Sodium hydroxide to adjust the pH. So now, what is the main? Sodium hydroxide also acrylate C10 C30 alkyl acrylate, with a pH of around 6.5, 7, it gives a very good viscosity and stability. So it neutralizes and then get that appropriate pH. So here citral alcohol citrate 20 is the preservative, is the emulsifier. Citral alcohol citrate 20, the emulsifier, ethoxylated emulsifier, with benzyl alcohol sorbic acid as preservative. Macadamia oil, stearoxy, trimethylsilane and stearyl alcohol, dexapanthenol as skin benefit ingredients. Farnesol as an antibacterial. Then acrylate C10, it's the rheology modifier. It's a polymeric emulsifier neutralized by sodium hydroxide. So this is another moisturizer in the market. So the third moisturizer is contains glycerin, humectant, dimethicone, silicone, the emollient. Citral oleviate is the emulsifier. Polyacrylamide is the rheological additive. Sorbiton oleviate, it's an emulsifier. Dimethicone, vinyl dimethicone cross polymer. Okay, it's a silicone polymer. Dimethicanol, silicone polymer. Ethyl exyl glycerin. Ethyl exyl glycerin enhances the preservative efficacy. Okay, so synthetic beeswax, right? Beeswax, there is also synthetic beeswax available. C13, 14 isoparaffin. See, when you go through cold cream, I have discussed on the synthetic beeswax, right? C13, 14 isoparaffin, emollient, benzyl alcohol, preservative, butylene glycol, humectant, chlorphenazine, preservative. This trehalose, T here, trehalose, TREHALOSE, trehalose. Trehalose formed of two molecules of glucose. It has been found to have a very good moisturizing benefit over trehalose. Then dimethicone cross polymer is the silicone polymer. Dipotassium glycericinate, it's a anti-irritant, anti-inflammatory. Laureth 7, it's an emulsifier. Mannitol, it's an humectant and a moisturizer. Carbomer, rheology modifying agent. Sodium hyaluronate, it's a moisturizer. Microcrystalline cellulose, it's a rheology modifying agent. C12, C14, Parets 12, it's an emulsifier. Sodium hydroxide, it adjusts the pH to neutralize the carbomer, right? Then fragrance, color. So Portulaca oleracea extract. This contains porcelain. Porcelain. This is a very good anti-inflammatory. So after sun bath and UV protection, after sun it has a soothing action. After exposing your skin to sun, soothing action, and it's a good skin protectant, skin conditioner. Tocopherol acetate, vitamin E acetate, magnesium aspartate, zinc gluconate, copper. These are all mineral supplements. And then color. So this is one of the moisturizers where sorbiton oleviate, then citral oleviate, then C12, C14, Pareth 12, all those things are the emulsifiers. Then we have dimethicone, the cross polymers, we have a couple of cross polymers. Then we have actives, dipotassium glycerizate, then sodium hyaluronate, then portulaca extract, then minerals, then beeswax, synthetic beeswax. So it is a combination of moisturizers, skin conditioners, minerals. No? So this is one moisturizer in the market. This is a lotion available in the market. Of course, water, glycerinous humectant, stearic acid, isopropyl myristate, isopropyl palmitate, emollient, glycol stearate and stearamide AMP. It's an emulsifier. PG 100 stearate emulsifier. Basically, mineral oil, dimethicone and petrolatum are the emollients and moisturize for skin moisturization. It forms an occlusive layer, right? Glyceryl stearate, it's an emollient. Phenoxyethanol, preservative. Cetyl alcohol, secondary emulsifier. Methyl paraben, preservative. Acrylate C1030, alkyl acrylate cross polymer, it's a polymeric emulsifier. Triethanolamine, triethanolamine neutralizes this polymer, and also based on the level used, it will neutralize stearic acid also to form triethanolamine stearate soap, which is an emulsifier, a typical emulsifier for lotions. Propyl paraben, preservative. Disodium EDTA and perfume. These are all the ingredients of the perfume. So this is a lotion, typical lotion, where the emulsifiers are glycol stearate and stearamide AMP with PG 100 stearate, and also triethanolamine stearate with acrylates C10, C30, alkyl acrylate cross polymer as rheology modifying agent self, right? So the actives basically mineral oil, dimethicone, petrolatum and isopropyl palmitate. They form occlusive layer and then protect the skin from protect the excess loss of moisture from the skin, right? This is a lotion. Then there is a gel, Hydro Boost, okay, water gel containing hyaluronic acid and trehalose. Trehalose is a polysaccharide which has very good moisturizing benefit, right? And hyaluronic acid, it's a gel. So if you go to part 17, which is there, the building block rheology modifiers, right? So carbamers can be used to form the gel. Okay, so various we can select the particular carbomer. These hyaluronic acid, tetrahylose and all, it is soluble in water, so it you can dissolve in water, then add carbomers, preservative, perfume. You can use little solubilizer to solubilize the perfume and then neutralize. You can get a clear gel. So generally carbomers are used, alright. Then some of the natural gums are also used. Sometimes you can go through the rheology modifier part 17 where this has been discussed in great detail. So this is a water gel. So you have to use hydrophilic polymers and then you can add these actives, dissolve in water and gel it with the polymers, preserved and perfumed. This is the gel, hydrobrews. So in this gel you can have different ingredient. You can have hyaluronic acid and aloe gels. You can introduce in this. So you can use this gel base to introduce various skin benefit actives, moisturizing actives. So this is what I would like to share with you on moisturizers. Till we get connected in the next part. Thank you for listening to me, and be happy, be safe. Bye.